hopefully you can see both and hear both me and Fred. So I'm going to show you, we are working on training him with a touch stick. This is actually an incense holder that I made into it, a target stick. This red, makeshift red dot here is the target. And Fred already knew the touch command, which is this, touch. So it's just me holding my hand out in any position and having him touch it. Now I'm training him to touch the target on this stick, because then what I can do is transfer the target onto other items, including, well, let me show you. Fred, touch. Yes. So you notice I waited until he actually touched the target, because he was touching all along the stick. Touch. Yes, good boy. So that's how he started out, but what this command is actually going to be for, it's going to be a go touch command. So I'm going to end up giving Fred, or the little boy's parents will end up giving Fred the command go touch, which is going to be used to interrupt the child's stimming behaviors. If you know autistic children, a lot of them have sort of repetitive motions or behaviors that are soothing, self-soothing. And the boy who Fred is going to walks back and forth and hits his legs like this. So they want Fred to be trained to interrupt that behavior. Now, Fred will a lot of the time be sort of in the way of that behavior, just because he and the boy were just so completely tuned into each other and just spending all this time together. I think the boy's focus will be on Fred most of the time, if our visit there was any indication about what it's going to be like in general. But he needs to be able to do this on command, so when it's asked of him. So anyway, my point was that when at first we're having him just do it softly, touch. Yes, good boy. And I'm treating him for that. But what I'm going to require as time goes on is that he gets a little more adamant about it, because it has to be kind of like a muzzle punch, like a, you know, like an interruption, not just a quick tap. He has to be able to do it with some urgency. Fred, touch. No, touch. Fred, touch. See, he's kind of just like touching all over the place, so we still have refinement to do to let him know that it's just this red spot that I want him to touch. Now, at first when we were training it, I accepted him touching anywhere along here, or even him coming towards this thing. But he's already at the point where he knows he needs to touch this, and he really knows he needs to touch the target. He just is a little overexcited, so he's kind of touching everywhere and seeing what he can get a treat for. Okay, ready, fine, touch. No, touch. No, no, touch. Yes, good boy. Oh, what's wrong? Ready? Touch. Yes, good boy. Touch. Good boy. Touch. Okay, so that was a little more pressure. Fred. Okay, now let's see. Come here, Fred. Here. Sit. Stay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, come, touch. Don't actually do it. Because that's you know, him performing this behavior, but with a distance involved, and eventually that will translate, or we will also train go touch. That was my fault. Come here, Fred. Now sit. Sit. This is a really good time for training, because he's been in the car for the last 3 hours on our way back from Newport Beach, so he's like amped up, loving the treats, and excited to do work. Ready? Come touch. Not quite. Yes, good boy. That way he gets a little momentum too, so he learns that feeling of sort of moving toward the target and touching it with some force. Here, not force, but pressure. Sit. Fred. Fred. Hey, sit. Sit. Stay. Come touch. Yes, good boy. Good boy. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed that.